Hernandez establishes the jab.
Hernandez is long, explosive, and very much looks to be the future of this middleweight division. You just wonder, is the future now here in his 10th pro fight? He's never really fought someone with the skills, the defensive ability of Gausha.
Yeah, if there was ever a fighter to prove yourself against, it will be a fighter like Gausha.
Man, Hernandez putting it on Gausha early, and he said, yes, Gausha is a tough, durable test, but I'm going to break him down with pressure and power. And as Brian mentioned, Hernandez says middleweight needs a new face. Get used to mine.
You may put nightmares in some of our El Diablo matches.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him fight every weekend. He's so entertaining. He throws a lot of really aggressive, Joan Lee Hernandez. And again, one thing that Gausha said, and he's not doing it, I will throw more punches in this fight.
Gausha, known as a defensive specialist with hard counter punching.
Oh, nice right hand.
There's a jab to the body, well done by Hernandez.
One thing Gausha told us about fighting younger fighters, he says, people that bring the fight sometimes don't bring their defense with them. So that's what he's hoping for, that Hernandez will leave these openings.
Yeah, and if there's anything that Gausha has is that experience, opening those that guard, waiting for the right moment to let those hands go, and round by round finding a way to gain in the fight.
It's been all Hernandez here as he's walking down Gausha, backing him up. Gausha firing back with the right hand, but just pawing and definitely not throwing more punches as advertised. But it's hard to do when this offensive onslaught is coming your way. Oh. Nice pullback counter, and now Hernandez going to the body and upstairs. Hernandez looking to close the show here in the first round. Uppercut left.
He looks like a scary dude as El Diablo continues to walk Gausha down.
That will be quite the statement if he gets his knockout early.
Especially against a 2012 Olympian. This is Gausha's 200th round as a professional. Has faced nothing but the best in his career. And here tonight is on the receiving end of a first-round whooping courtesy of Joan Lee Hernandez.
Hernandez just not letting Gausha breathe.
No, definitely not. And even that jab is so powerful from Hernandez, pushing Gausha back.
An offensive force here in the first 3 minutes. Hernandez, 24 of 60. Gausha, just 6 of 35. Coming up in the main event, the towering Inferno Sebastian Fundora. Towering it and reach. Round number 2, and Gausha trying to be more aggressive here to start, and of course, be careful when you get involved with an exchange with a guy like Hernandez.
Yeah, that's the only thing. If he wants to be more aggressive, that's going to create more opportunities for Hernandez to be able to catch him opening up.
And at 37 for Terrell Gausha, this could very well be the last opportunity to assert himself in the middleweight division again, taking on the likes of Carlos Adames. And
well, one thing Adames said at the press
at
the press conference this week, it said, we got to stop this narrative about me just being a tough opponent for the champions or the fighters on the rise up. He wants to switch that up and prove that he's still very much a contender in this division.
Well, he's contending with a very difficult task in front of him here.
I knew you were going to say that.
He's coming on strong.
Definitely not making his case, right?
Uppercut. I mean, he's just strafing his body, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the pressure from Hernandez. I mean, he's just throwing a lot and not giving him. Brian said he's not giving him time to breathe. Talking about Gausha, yeah.
Forget the fact that he's a knockout artist from Cuba. The fact that he's a lefty. It's just incredible the attributes that Joan Lee Hernandez presents. And let's not forget, this is just his 10th fight as a professional after a decorated amateur career.
Certainly on the fast track here at age 28, but he's showing you that he belongs.
Amen.
Yeah, definitely impressive. I mean, Gausha is a fighter who gave Tim Tszyu problems.
Yes, brought Tim in the first.
Last fight against Elijah Garcia. A lot of people thought he won, and look at what Hernandez has been doing these last 2 rounds. Impressive.
Gausha also has a draw with Austin Trout that a lot of observers thought should have went his way.
Gausha has fought 4 former or current champions.
Again, we're
Coming
in
into
the
this
second
fight,
round.
one of boxing's great unsolved puzzles, but Hernandez seems to be solving it quite easily
Yes.
so far.
What's interesting is Hernandez told us in the fighter meetings he planned to work from mid to long distance and be aggressive from the outside. And he said you'll see a different Yoenli Hernandez, and that just hasn't been the case. And by the way, that's a smart adjustment so far.
Making those punches count, and it's just not the way he delivers the shots. Mixing up the hooks, the crosses, the uppercuts, and being fully in command every single second of every round thus far.
Yeah, that's a smart adjustment.
Second of every.
And drown him with the punches. And drown him with the punches. And drown him with the punches.
Muy bien, muy bien. Viene a buscar 4 y así.
Kanuli tested positive for a banned substance, stripped of one of his titles. Carlos gets a spar with the likes of Canelo Alvarez, who's very high on Yoenli Hernandez, and we're watching action in the middleweight division, a division in a state of flux. Unified champion Janabek Halamkanuli tested positive for a banned substance, stripped of one of his titles. Carlos Adames just recently successfully defended his title, talks about moving up to 168, and of course the timeless wonder Erislandy Lara, the fellow Cuban of Hernandez, as Hernandez puts together a plethora of uppercuts. But you see what I'm saying? The division needs the new blood, and Hernandez wants to be that guy.
Hernandez is switching stances on the
incredible
move
display here tonight, and again against Terrell Gausha, you guys.
Cutting off the ring at every turn to continually pin Gausha back.
Yeah, splitting that guard too. I mean, the shots are so powerful that literally he's splitting that guard open and getting those punches in.
Man, everything he delivers is with an authoritative thud.
Even his shoes have devil horns and a tail on them.
The devil is in the details, and look at the details of the total punches through 3 rounds. It's a whitewash war. Yoenli Hernandez, and boy, the combinations, the beautiful execution of technique.
When Gausha gave us a scouting report on Hernandez, he mentioned sometimes wide hooks, a little bit too reckless. We've seen nothing but great poise here on the inside from Hernandez.
Yeah, well said. That's exactly what he's doing. He's so in control that he does take those steps back and tries to see what he has to do next. Not overcommitting at times, and I like that from Hernandez.
And it's a suffocating attack by Hernandez. But here comes Gausha opening up. He's forced to open up, but be careful. Hernandez now unloading with the uppercut. The left hand referee watching. Gausha trying to defend, but in trouble. Now the veteran
Show me something, okay? Come on.
trying to hold on.
Yeah, something hurt or something happened when you're trying to grab. It's definitely
Let it go.
hurt him, or something went wrong there for Gausha.
Gausha with the 1-2, but the high guard blocking that for Hernandez. Nothing getting through. But we're looking at a middleweight in Yoenli Hernandez.
His footwork, his athleticism, his explosiveness, and then you have that length on top of it.
Yeah.
But look, if you're Gausha, you're trying to see if they'll slow down a bit. See if the openings will begin to be there.
It's hard to believe that will come true, but yeah, I think that's hope.
We are through 3 rounds still to come tonight, of course, on much active. He held a 45-pound title in tonight's main event.
Okay, let's go.
We are set for the 4th round, and it has been all Yoenli Hernandez. We always talk about adjustments, easier said than done. I know Gausha wants to open up, but as soon as he does, he gets caught.
Yeah,
what adjustments can the veteran make? There's no footwork, there's no lateral movement.
Yeah, but the jab throwing more, but you said it right. Every time he throws or opens up, it gives an opportunity for Hernandez to land. And he's a lot more faster than Gausha. That those punches are going through that guard. So for Gausha, maybe the jab, use the entire ring, 1-2 punches. I mean, the fighter that we're known for Gausha, try to counter punch. I know easier said than done.
Are you surprised at how easy Hernandez is making it look, Bryce?
I am, and it's keeping up the pace that he is, the switching of stances to not allow an exit for a smart fighter like Gausha, and just putting Gausha in a spot where the only offense he's going to have is throwing with Hernandez, and that is a dangerous proposition.
Man, Hernandez is just toying with Gausha right now. Man, heavy right hand in the...
That's it, guys.
Oh, wow. Whoa. Same referee, guys.
That's it. No!